Hello, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another episode on the VintageCraft server. Here today, was actually just out doing a little of exploring, trying to find, Wags' base so I could do some repairing on my pickaxe. And in my adventures, I stumbled along on this base here, which there was a sign in the portal that I went through that said there was a 2x cave spider spawner. So I figured that would be a good place to get some XP, and I wandered in here and I just wanted to show off this base because this is pretty incredible. So I've only walked into this entrance here so far, but this is a pretty grand open inside the floor or underground base, and just look at all the stuff that's gone into this place, man. This is crazy. So I hope I can find a sign or something around here that tells me whose base this is, because it's pretty incredible actually. So and also it'd be nice if I could find some wherever the XP is. I know it said there was supposed to be an XP farm here. Look at this, man. This is just awesome. There's details and stuff everywhere. Oh hey, we're above ground. Look at that. Okay, cool. Where am I? So I'm gonna do a little bit of looking around, man. This place is just awesome. There's tons of stuff going on here. I am gonna assume the cave spider spawner is underground, which I'm gonna try to go back and actually find that because I need some XP to repair my pickaxe for today's project. So let's try to go down a little bit more, take a little bit of a look. We'll bring you guys along for a little more exploring of this base, and I don't know. I'll have to check the portal or something. I'll try to leave a link in the description if I can find out whose base this is, if I don't find it ahead of time or if I find it off camera. But yeah, really cool looking base here. I love the chandeliers and stuff on the inside. Those are really cool. Do you think if I jumped into that water fountain I would survive? I don't know if I want to risk it. But anyway, yeah, today, the plans for today, we're gonna work on the coliseum project today. So I'm gonna try to do some more redstone and that kind of stuff. XP farm this way, cool. Want to get some more work done on the coliseum and get some more of the redstone completed and get that thing ready for a test run. So that's gonna be the project for today. But I wanted to repair up my pickaxe and that kind of stuff beforehand. Ooh, this must be it. Stand on the glowstone. Okay, hold on. Wow, look at all these signs and stuff. This is pretty sweet. Visitor signs. Okay, so there's this signs of everyone else that's visited. This is a huge... Yeah, it totally is. Alright. This base is awesome. Oops, caps lock. Cool. So that's a pretty sweet deal. We got visitor signs here. I'm gonna try to... Oh, okay, these guys are spawning. We got milk and Bane of Arthropod swords in there. Okay, so this is to... must be to activate both sides of the farm. So cool. This is a really awesome base. Thank you so much to whoever built this farm here. Pretty sure this is meant to be for community use as well. So I'm gonna try to get a few levels in here, and then we'll head back to Valencia and get some more work done on the Coliseum. We are back now in the Coliseum here, ready to get started on today's project. So I have collected up a few different supplies here. I've got a little bit of brown concrete. We've got a little bit of gray concrete powder. Is this gray or light gray? Light gray. I thought I had some regular gray too, but I'm not sure if we want the regular gray. And a little bit of gravel. And what we're going to do today is we're going to start trying to come up with some designs for the terrain that's going to be in this arena. So we want to have, you know, kind of these little sections that stick up like this maybe, and I don't know, I might need to get a little bit of help from Zobi designing some of this stuff. But you know, we want to have these different areas here for basically different areas of cover that we can have throughout Ooh, how do we want to do this? Maybe something like this. So we'll have, you know, little areas where we'll have different covers that we can hide behind. And what I'm gonna do with the cover for this game is we're gonna come up with some little structures like this, and then we'll have a few different areas of some of these different types of things. We'll have some dynamic features to them. So there'll be a series of randomizers built below this that will basically randomize this terrain, so that every once in a while, you know, maybe either this one or some of these other sections here will retract into the ground, basically. So your terrain's going to be changing and disappearing as you play the game. So it's going to add what I think is going to be a really cool feature to the game. Might need a little bit of work. You know, we're gonna have to do some playing around, coming up with some good designs for the structures here, and then kind of work from there on what's gonna work the best. Because I think I'm gonna have to use the concrete powders and stuff, so that we have gravity blocks in order to make these work out. So I think what I'm gonna do, instead of starting up here, I'm gonna start out down below. We'll get started on the redstone for this system. And then we'll hopefully try to get Zobi to help us out doing some of the decorative building stuff up at the top here. So let's get underground and do some work down below. Alright, so to start off this section of the redstone, I'm going to use this open area over here. I want to have a lot of open space. So we're going to have to use... We're going to have to pull off of this signal over here, which actually I think we can run from that here. So this should work pretty well, actually. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a series of randomizers. So let's put down our shulker box here. We'll grab a few of these. And a few of those, I think, is what I want to have. Yeah, so we should be able just to have a couple of droppers here. I don't know if those are evenly spaced or not, but that should be alright. So we can go ahead and put a hopper on top of these. We probably want to make sure we have some torches in here so we don't get blown up by a creeper or something. Let's see. So how this system should work, if I can just run through one of these to explain the process, and then I'll work on the rest of them a little bit more off camera. But I just want to show you guys the idea behind it and how things are going to work. So we'll put this here. I believe we're gonna need 3 like that. Where's my redstone? And then we're gonna need a couple of different items. So let's use this. We'll put one of those in there, one of those in there. Actually, let me see. Do I have any? I'm running out of materials. Let's just use this for now. Okay, so basically, the principle of this is that a non-stackable item, if you put into how can I explain this better? Basically, okay, so when this is activated, it's going to pick one of these 2 items at random. So if I have 2 items in here like this, it's going to be a 50-50 chance that we're going to get this pickaxe. And basically what happens is, as you can see here, we get an output length of 3. So that means on that one, the pickaxe was put into the hopper. If we try it again here, we only get an output length of 1. So that means that time the redstone block was. So any non-stackable item will output a signal strength of 1. Any stackable item outputs a signal strength of 1. Any non-stackable item outputs a signal strength of 3. So as you can see, we're getting the stackable item, and then there is the output for the non-stackable item. So what we need to do is basically anytime this output, actually, yeah, this should be fine. I think if we go this direction, yeah, that should be okay. So basically we'll have a clock over here that will, you know, go back and forth and basically keep activating this on a certain cycle. And every time we get an output of 3, we will get a, let's try to get it here, we'll get the rest of that line to activate there, as you can see, and then that'll activate one of our things in the floor up above. So basically I'm going to do a few different randomizers here. So like this one, I have a 50-50. If we were to add, you know, a couple of different items in here, the chance of us getting that signal output like that is going to be much less. So now we're only going to have a 1/4 of a chance, or a 25% chance to actually get that final output. So it's going to be a lot more rare. And as you can see, you know, it's extremely unpredictable on what your output is going to be. So we're going quite a few here without getting the output, and there you go, you finally get an output. So completely random, definitely a nice easy way to go ahead and do a randomize like that. So we're gonna have a few different ones here with different percentages. So we'll probably do like a 50%, maybe a 25%, maybe a 30%, and a couple other ones. Probably do like 3 or 4 different randomizers, and we'll use those as our foundation for the different items we're going to put in here. So then we'll just run those outputs into multiple different items. So I'm going to try to get some stuff built up here, and since I'm kind of rambling on a little bit, and it should be a little bit easier for me to explain once I get a few of these things built up. So let me get some more progress made, and then I'll be right back. So there we go, I got a bunch of work done on the redstone on here so far. Basically, just to give you a brief idea of what we've got going on here. Anytime this whole system is satisfied, so once the end gate is satisfied here, activates this signal, which opens all the doors to start the game. It will also activate this line here, which, you know, depowers this torch, which will let this clock run. You know, I've got this thing completely filled up here, so it runs for a while, which is basically the game timer. So while this is running, to move all these items in, actually let's just start this up quick and give you an idea. So basically once that goes, this whole thing will empty out. While that stays on, it lets this clock over here run, which is on, you know, a much shorter clock, and this might have to be modified in the future, but while this clock is running, every time that activates to this side, it'll output a signal to each of these 4 randomizers. So as you can see there, and each of these I have on a little bit of a different delay with a different chance. This one's got a 1 in 2 chance, this one's got a 1 in 3, 1 in 6, and 1 in 9 chance. So 4 different randomizers with different chances, and then these are the outputs here. So we'll be able to take these outputs off of this system and run them into whatever features we want to do up above. So that brings me to the next topic that we're going to start working on right now. I'm actually going to start up a live stream here for a little while and work on actually doing the building up above of all the terrain that we're going to be randomizing. So I'm just going to go up here quick and give you an idea of what's going on. I think I did kind of a little bit of an overview of, you know, the kind of terrain we're looking for. But we're going to go ahead and work on this a little bit. So when I come back to the next clip, there's going to be a ton of work done up here, hopefully, and this should be all pretty much ready to go. And yeah, so we're going to get to that, and I'll be back when I'm done. Alright guys, so I've been working for quite a while here. We did about a 5-hour live stream today actually, and I got a ton of stuff done. I want to just say a quick thanks to everyone that showed up to that live stream. I do appreciate everyone coming to hang out with me. Got a lot of work done, redstone wise and building wise, so I'll show you that in a minute. But down here we got all the stuff situated here. We got a couple of RS NOR latches put in here for a couple of these different features. We got a ton of different redstone lines. We got redstone spaghetti going all over the place down here. So we had a bunch of lines around for the water puddles in the corners got randomized. Did a couple of the triple piston extenders. We actually ended up only going with 2 of those triple piston extenders. One in the opposite corner. Hey mister, you don't belong down here. Still not completely safe down here, kind of a little bit sketchy, but yeah, we did a bunch of different stuff. We installed all kinds of redstone, lots of different wiring. Like I said, all over the place we got wiring down here. So pretty crazy project so far. I probably spent, I mean, it has to have been, I don't know, 40 hours or so on this project already in total. But this part down here I think is pretty impressive, but it is not even the most amazing part of this project. Like, that's where all the brains of the operation are. But if we go up here, and I'll take the normal pathway up to the top of the Coliseum here, I want to show you guys. I had some help from Zobi stop by at the end of the stream, and Cameron Jacobs also stopped by and helped out with a little bit of the building. But check this place out, you guys. This place is incredible. We've got these 4 huge main pillars. We've got, you know, all these different terrains going on. We've got the floor is different levels. We've got water traps in the middle. We've got some other hidden things here and there that I won't spoil too much, so that people, if you're on the server, we're going to try to set up some times to come play this game and try this thing out. We've got these really cool ruins in the corners that Zobi and Cameron worked on. A lot of really awesome stuff. So really looking forward to playing this game. I hope other people are excited to play it as well. And we put a lot of time and effort into this, so I think it's going to be a ton of fun. I can't wait to try it out and do a little bit of play testing and that kind of stuff. There's probably still some fine-tuned adjustments that need to be made with some of the redstone timing and randomizers and other things along those lines down underneath. But yeah, I think this is a really cool looking build here. Please let me know what you guys think of this in the comments. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again in the next one. Hopefully we'll be doing some play testing or some type of event. I want to get some people together and try to play this thing and see how it works. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later. Dang it.